How's everyone doing? I
Great.
got, yeah,
Good,
Great.
good.
I got the ladies with me. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Brooklyn.
All right, what we doing today?
We're doing True Crime Sunday. We're talking about serial killers. One person name is Marty Harrison Green. Name is Gary M. Heidnik. This is true stories that we're talking
Okay,
about. And these two guys
right.
were serial killers. These guys
Okay,
kidnapped, raped, sodomized, and tortured women. Okay, we're going to talk about Gary Heidnik first. Gary Hyde, what he
Okay.
did when he first started doing this craziness, he signed out one of his sister friends, which her name was Anjanetta Davison, out of the mental
mhm,
hospital on a day leave. And then he locked her in the
Mm-hmm.
storage room in his basement. And he started raping and sodomizing, and he got her sick because he had wound up giving her gonorrhea.
Yes.
right,
Yes. And then she was found. They found her and they returned her back to the mental
Ooh.
hospital and they arrested him for that. But my thing was, you did this
Mm-hmm.
to this person. You took her, you know, and they arrested you, but then you got out.
Mm-hmm.
That they let this person out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I didn't
One
get
of the
that.
things is
Mm-hmm. Go
their
Diva.
credibility. Their credibility is questioned once they're diagnosed with a mental illness. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of them be telling the truth, and a lot of people don't believe them because of their status.
Right, right. That makes a lot of sense.
If it right, if it had have been a stable person with no mental health issues, they
Mm-hmm.
would have listened.
Wow.
Yeah.
So y'all saying that these
And
people was mentally disturbed then?
Well, Gary Heidnik, he was because they said he was
Yeah.
schizophrenic, right? But he
Mm-hmm.
was he
Schizophrenic?
was a nurse working in a hospital.
What?
but he was a professional. He was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Hmm.
Right.
What he portrayed to his co-workers was a completely different person. When he was caught, nobody, nobody had no idea that they were working with the devil.
Right,
Right.
Nobody.
True.
Like you couldn't make people believe that this, but two and two made four.
right.
But it was something that people, it was very hard for them to believe because of his status and his race.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right. I agree with that, Diva. And this person,
Okay.
this person, he you know,
Yep.
he took women, he took women, and he had them down in his basement in some kind of pit.
It's called a
Yes.
pit.
Yes, in his
Yeah.
basement.
And
What?
Yes.
Hey, what's up,
It
Tim?
was a house.
Welcome, Tim.
Hey
Appreciate
Tim.
it.
It was a house
yeah.
of horror.
Yeah. Yep. And a pit.
Right.
And a
It was
pit.
a house of cards. Yeah.
Hey Tim. Um.
Classy.
They would.
It's, and I did a little deeper research on him. He was born November 22nd, 1943,
Mm-hmm.
and his to Michael and Helen. I can't pronounce that last name.
Mm-hmm.
um, and he was raised in the suburbs of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, he had a younger brother. His parents got divorced in 1946.
Right.
Um, and they were raised by. Then their mother took over, and she raised them for 4 years before um, being placed in the care of the father and his new wife. Um, and him, somehow something happened to him when the mother turned him over to the father and the new wife,
Mm-hmm.
and 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 he
I can't hear what you
um
mean.
kind of breaking up, but
Yeah, because I can't hear her.
okay. What happened was when he was with his dad. When
And later on, he would claim that he was often emotionally abused by his father. He suffered a long lifetime of bedwetting, which that sets off a signal that it's something mentally wrong here, something imbalanced, you know. And he would claim that how his father would humiliate. Huh?
You're breaking up, Carol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she breaking.
Well, the father he humiliated him because he used to wet the bed, and his father used to make him hang those wet sheets outside and embarrass him in front of the neighbors. So his father was, mistreating him, but that didn't give him the way they were saying the things that happened to him when he was young, that he those things happened to him, so that messed him up to make him, go ahead and do the things that he did. But they were saying he was schizophrenic. He had problems already. And
Yes,
that,
but
knowing that this man had problems already. Diva, go ahead.
he had deep-rooted issues with women.
Right. So he had a lot of issues.
And it started with his mother.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just his father.
Right.
He was mostly damaged on both ends.
Right.
So that's how he became schizophrenic?
No.
Because of his, what? So I'm trying to understand y'all here.
What they saying is they were saying that he was schizophrenic.
Right.
That he had mental problems, and he wound up in in a facility.
Right.
But they
So
let
that's why he was doing what he was doing, right?
Right. He had problems. He had mental problems.
That's what I was saying.
That he had mental problems, and this is why I guess they're saying this is why he did this to these women, because he had captured, I think it was 6 women.
Right.
Yes.
I know 2 of them died because he was torturing them, starving them, and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
And he sorry, Joyce, not to cut you off, but he enticed a lot of them knowing that they were suffering from drug addiction.
Right. So that's how he wound up getting them in his house.
So how many people that he did this to? Y'all
6.
know?
6 women.
6?
Yes.
It was 6 women, and one escaped, and well, actually 2 died.
Mm-hmm.
One, and she went and got the police, and then the other 2 were freed.
Right, but she was on drugs also. Her name was Josephina Rivera, but they said that she was in cahoots with him. She was in cahoots with him doing this stuff to these women. But when I researched it, they said that he had captured her also and did the same thing to her, but she got away.
Right.
Yes, but she did what she had to do, because it was survival.
Right.
She had to make him believe that she agreed with what was going on.
Right.
That, I believe, is one of the ways how she was able to become and get free.
Right. But he did have problems when he was in school. He did have problems with women while he was in school. I agree with that, CP. But then he went ahead, when he graduated from high school, he went to the Army.
Yes.
He went to the Army. I think he was just a messed up individual from the beginning.
Right.
And they kept letting him out. And
he just kept doing this to people. He just kept doing it to the people. Well, how did he?
All these women were black women that he did this to.
Right. How he wound up getting caught?
Well,
the one woman that got away.
Right. The lady, her name was Josephina Rivera. She got away, so that's how he got caught. But Diva, go Diva.
You go.
Well, I know it was one woman, her name was Sandra Lindsay. She died of starvation, combination of starvation, torture, and untreated fever. She died. And what he did, he dismembered her body.
And soup out of it.
Right. And he cut
soup out of it.
Yes.
He fed that to them.
He fed the other women that he had captured in the basement in the pit.
He fed the woman to his friends?
They wasn't his friends. They were women that he captured. and he had them down in the basement.
And y'all said that he fed them, right?
He fed.
He fed them dead people corpse.
Yes, he cut the lady up. He had her head in the pot, boiling her pot, and he
But
had
who he fed them to?
to the ladies that he had tortured down in the basement.
Oh, to each other.
Yes.
Wow.
Right, he had her head in the pot boiling, and her ribs he had in the oven, like he was cooking.
Wow.
And the smell, that stench, people complained about the stench. And when the cops came, he said, "Oh, was cooking a roast and he fell asleep."
Yeah.
And that's why it was smelling the way it was smelling. But all the while, it was that lady head.
It's human flesh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That is crazy.
So
and he had a room that was papered with $100 bills. The entire room.
Was what?
Chris, he had an entire wall in the house that was custom with $100 bill as wallpaper.
Wow.
The entire wall.
Wow.
It was thousands of dollars that he had recovered that wall with.
Yes.
Wow.
And a lot of them females seen that, and I think that helped cloud some of their judgment, along with being addicted to drugs.
Right.
Because they seen the money.
Right. But he
was something else. He was something else.
Yes, he was.
That's
yes,
crazy.
He was. But it was crazy because he got caught with those two men, the other guy, Marty, Harrison, Graham. When they caught him, they caught both of them at the same time, but they didn't really talk too much about the other guy, Graham. They talked more about Heidnik because they were saying, that he was a white guy, and they spoke more about what he did. But the black man killed more women than he did. Correct?
Yes, he did.
Yes,
he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, including his mother and his sister.
And his sister. He killed his mother and his sister.
And they heads sitting on the table.
Yes, I'm telling you.
His mother and his sister.
Yes.
He decapitated his mother and his sister.
What?
Yes.
Yes, now we could go on and talk about Harris and Marty Graham since we done went into.
Okay, but one thing I want to say before you start, Diva, when they did execute him in 1999. They did They did a lethal injection to him. He deserved that. Come on, you murdered and involved and tortured and sodomized women and had him down in the basement in a pit. So they did catch him and they did execute him.
But you know what was crazy? Hey, J-Mac, what was crazy is the Heidnik family disowned him. They wouldn't talk about him. They wouldn't do nothing.
What's up, J-Mac?
Hey, J-Mac.
They found out that he had a daughter, and his daughter tried to sue for the money because he had lots of money.
Oh, he had
lots of money. He had lots.
J-Mac is real sad.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are true stories that we're speaking about. And these stories were in Pennsylvania. Am I correct, Diva?
In Pennsylvania?
And Philadelphia, my city, to be exact.
Yes.
We're going to Harrison Marty Graham. Harrison Marty Graham also was another mental health person.
So he had issues also.
Yes.
Like a schizophrenic.
No, he was worse. He had split personalities.
Yes, he had split personalities.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Which is very, very true. No, they transform into other people.
And these are stories, right? That's what it's called.
Yes. These are true stories.
Yes.
Okay.
Where you could have one individual and they could have 6, 7 different personalities. But within them 6 different personalities, their voices change to meet all them personalities.
Wow.
Some become incredibly strong when they turn into certain people. Some people divert to their childhood. Harrison Marty Graham, he diverted to the Cookie Monster. He would talk to people like he was the Cookie Monster.
What?
That was That was one of his disorders. Yes,
Wow.
Yes.
and him too. He he not only was he a mental health patient, he was a drug addict.
Mm.
Hmm.
At a spot, and most of the time when you have people out there like that, done lost everything that was of
Yeah.
any importance to them anywhere. So they're living from place to place, and they go into what they call the crack dens,
Yeah.
or somewhere where they get high.
Yes.
And he offered them shelter to come in and get high. But
Right.
once he got high, one of them personalities came out, and then he turned into a completely different
Mhm.
person.
Mm.
Joyce, reiterate?
Right. Okay. He had women. He killed them, and he had them in different rooms in his apartment.
What's up, Phantom?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes. He had
Phantom.
them in different apartments, different rooms in his apartment, and the smell was really bad. And the people that lived in that building started complaining because he
The holding
had,
type.
right, he had a lot of women that he murdered in that apartment. And
Mm.
he tried to tell the cops that
Mhm.
when he moved into that apartment, that was already going on. Those people were already there. But I mean, it's just common sense. He had did that and had them women in different rooms that he had murdered.
And
That's crazy.
he also had a couple on the roof too.
Yes,
That's
yes,
crazy.
I mean,
yeah,
they were finding heads in one place, legs in another place, and arms up there on the roof. I mean, he
Wow.
had put body parts all over.
So he just chopped
And
them up. He just cut them up.
what happened was he was being evicted, and he told the people not to go into this room. And he told them that he was coming back. He was coming back for his stuff. So the landlord, sent his son and his nephew to the house. And when they peeked in that room that he told them not to open the door, all they seen was legs. They didn't see any other part of the
I
body but just legs.
yes, yes. So I mean, all them women, he killed all those women. Yeah, he was the Cookie Monster. Yes,
Yes,
Phantom. Yes, he was the Cookie Monster. But that was one of his
personalities.
right, one of his personalities. He was the Cookie Monster in one of
Mhm.
his personalities. But he killed 7 women.
How
He,
many? So he
Yes,
killed more women than the other guy then.
yes, he did. Yes,
yes,
he did.
yes,
Yes,
Wow.
Yes.
he
yes.
killed 7 women, and this was all in 1986.
Hmm.
Right.
So these women
And I
were young.
and I think the only reason why he didn't get elected chair was
Mhm.
because of his mental health.
Right, because
Because he
Mhm.
his mental health, he did have a lot of problems. So
Yes.
they didn't give him
And
the
Yes.
they try
Yeah.
very hard not to
so they say
execute
so they saying
mental.
he was insane, right?
right. He
Yes,
was
he was
insane.
insane, but
He
That's
wasn't.
he will never see daylight ever again.
so people that's insane can get away with
Right.
stuff, will get away with murder. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? They can feel that they insane.
No, 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 not in
So not
actuality,
necessarily
because
because they have to prove
have
that
Yeah.
person is insane.
they
They have
have
to prove that.
right, but they have facilities which I have worked in one, which is a maximum secured building, which is basically a prison for the mentally insane. One of the reasons
Mhm.
why certain states they have them, because they cannot be in population with the rest of the people.
There's a
Because
documentary Phantom said
There's
he's
a
on
Yeah, he said
documentary.
he watched a
Mhm.
documentary on this today. Okay,
they
fantastic,
will
man.
they will kill off because of their mind frame. So they actually put them with people that's similar to them. They
Yeah,
actually in them facilities, they actually today still have people. Hannibal Lecter stuff, I've seen it. It's real. They do have some mentally ill people that they actually have to lock behind cages with leather masks
That's crazy.
because
But you got to remember
Yes.
that movie with Buffalo Bill, Silence of the Lambs. It was
yes,
based on. It was based on. I think Heidnik. It was based on him.
right. But if you remember, and also Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yes.
it was based off of both of them because Jeffrey Dahmer was another one. He came right after Heidnik and Marty Graham.
Yes. Yes.
You know, um, is both of them stories are really really horrifying, but very very real,
Yes.
Yeah, but
very real.
And the reason why Graham was arrested because his mother urged him to turn himself in. His mother.
And
She
that's why she put
like
her
the
head on the table.
Yep.
heard me? Phantom said like the Jack the Ripper.
Like Jack the Ripper. Yes, I'm telling you.
Hmm.
But Marty Graham, he did have a lot of different personalities. So he was really mentally ill. He really was. So that's why they didn't
And he,
execute him.
and he wasn't medicated, but he's in a maximum secured building. That and he will be there for the rest of his life.
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy.
It's like they're on like 21 and 1. They might get 1 hour where they can move around, but rest of the 21 hours they're locked down. They're locked down.
These are true stories that we decided that we want to bring up and let people be interested in research, because these are true
Yes.
stories. These are they got the women that he murdered. One lady her name was Cynthia Brooks. She was 27. The other one,
Yes.
Valerie Jameson, she was 25.
Yes.
There's another one, Mary Jeter Mathis, she was 36. Barbara Mahoney, 22. Robin
Yes.
DeShaver, she was 29. Sandra Galvin was 33, and Patricia Franklin was 24. So all these women, Marty Graham, he killed in 1986.
Wow.
Yes. And every last one of them were addicted to crack cocaine.
Yes, yes. So it's really crazy. That
You bad looking fam said he would put him down a bullet to their head.
true, because it's
Like,
horrible how they were able to use to these women.
yeah, that's crazy. That's sad though.
It's really sad, but these are true stories. I mean, this has really happened. Really happened.
Yes. And the moral of the story is you don't never know a person for real, for real.
Right.
You really, really don't.
The part that got me, man, was the guy that was feeding the people, man, to his captors. He'll lock you up and then cook one of them and feed you them.
Yes,
But
that's what.
actually,
That's terrible.
but actually both
That's
of them did it.
cannibalism. That's cannibalism.
Yeah.
Doing.
But actually both of them did it.
Both of them did it.
Both of them
That's
did it.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but Heidnik,
But
he the people the ladies that he cut up, he put them in the refrigerator and wrote dog food on
Yes.
what he put in the refrigerator. I'm telling you. So he was crazy too. He was crazy
Yes.
too.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy. Unbelievable. What things
But it's
people do.
Yes, true stories. I'm telling you. That's why we're saying True Crime Sundays, because we're going to be talking about a lot of stories that were true and what these different individuals did to these women.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
That is terrible, terrible, terrible.
Well, yes, but this Heidnik guy, he I don't know. They try to act like things that happened to him in his childhood made him that way, but no, he was already messed up. He was schizophrenic.
Yes.
He was schizophrenic, and he had them women come in because, like we stated, these women were on drugs, and you know what happens when these women are on drugs.
So they just got caught just because they smelled it, flesh burning. How about the other guy? How he got caught?
His mother
The
urged
other,
him. Go, Diva.
His mother urged him to turn himself in,
Oh, okay.
which once he found out that, and he went and he started smoking, and he came back and he beheaded his mother and his sister for that.
But how did he get caught?
He got caught because he had the bodies was stinking from like
Oh, okay, so all of this because it was the smell.
It was a stench. Yeah, it was a stench of dead bodies.
the smell accumulated the whole like you can smell that for blocks away. They say.
Wait a minute, what
For
did Phantom say? He ate his liver with some for some. Okay, Hannibal
Yes.
Lecter. Yes,
Yes, he did. They were Hannibal Lecters.
they
That's
were.
Yes.
They
So
were.
all these true crimes, they basically there's something similar, or they all different?
Oh, it's going to
They're
be the
different.
ones that we're talking about. Yeah, but we picked these two because these were
Right. We're talking
So
about
these are two
females.
separate stories.
Female.
What you said?
Pardon me.
These are two separate stories.
Yeah, these are two
Yes.
different individuals that have done this
Okay.
Yes. But they did it back to back.
back to back. And
Where they can watch this true crime? This true crime on True Crime TV. Where did y'all see this at? Where did y'all watch this at?
well, Diva, this happened in to where she lived in Philadelphia, so she knows about it.
This happened.
If somebody wanted to see true crimes, where would they go to watch it?
Okay, if you want to
Well,
see a lot of true crimes, you can go to the ID channel.
Okay, so it's on the ID channel.
ID Discovery.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Just in case somebody interested and want to know where can they watch these true crimes at.
Right.
You know, not everybody watches the same thing. So
Right.
that's why I asked, well, you know, if somebody want to watch it, where can they find these episodes at? So
Right.
they can, yeah,
Right.
they can find it on ID.
Right, but you can also go to Oxygen because they show a lot of this also.
Okay.
Yes.
Oxygen channel.
That's for people that don't know, you know, and they would like to try to watch it, you know. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm into all of that stuff. So, you know, I watch a little bit, but you know, it's to me that's like it's saddening. You understand? I don't really like to be seeing like people get treated that way and stuff like that. So that's not something that I would constantly watch. You understand? Because it's just like Jane Mack said. It's like
Sad.
depressing. Yeah, it's sad. You understand?
Right, but you have to know what's going on in the world. I mean, even though you may not really want to know about it, but
it's good. It's good.
that
But
are
it's that, you know, huh? Yeah.
yeah, these are the things that are happening. So we're Diva.
These are things that people need to be aware of.
Yes.
You know, you never know. You could be on the subway. You could be sitting next to a serial killer.
Yeah. You don't even have to be on the subway. You could pass him in the street.
Yes,
That's what I'm. But basically, that's what you know. That's some of these people are targeted because of drug addiction. Some of these people are targeted because they might be grown women, but they remind them of a kid.
Yeah, right. So I call them everyday walkers. That's people that walk by you every single day.
Right, right. I agree with that.
That's what they call.
Right. Serial killers does not consume my life, but you know, you got a lot of people that follow Ted Bundy, Charles Manson. It's really no difference, but sometimes you just actually have somebody in your city or your state that this type of stuff actually happens.
It's your next door neighbor. It's anybody. You never know. You understand? It can happen to anybody anywhere. You know. So I understand that. This is what Phantom said.
The people in the neighborhood knew that something was wrong with him and Marty Brown.
You see what Phantom said?
What Phantom said?
I don't think she listened to what Phantom said.
He said, "Oh, we might add them up in our Discord group."
Yes.
That was funny, Phantom. That was funny. But it's
cool. Phantom. But you know, the people in the neighborhood knew that Marty was strange, but ain't nobody had no idea that he was dismantling people in there. You know what I mean?
Let me say this. For one, for those who wanted to know what happened to Miss Carol, here it is. Her headset was messed up, so she had to step off. So those who wondering where she went, she had a little issue with a headset. I'm pretty sure she'll get that fixed soon and resume other shows. All
Right.
right.
So I mean, they didn't execute him because of his sickness.
Right.
He's
See, that's what I keep. That's what's getting to me. Every time that y'all say this, y'all keep saying that these people are sick, so they didn't do this to them, they didn't do that to them. I understand who determines if they sick or not. You understand? I don't know how this work. I never experienced this, so I feel that
Psychiatrist.
me. I feel that people kill people. They need to be suffer the consequences no matter what. People not born this way. You understand? You can see this coming. If you have a child and you see a child is having mental issues or whatever, you have to do something about it while they're young. You can't wait till they get older and you're not doing nothing about it. And then now they become serial killers and this and that. And then now being that they have little issues, we supposed to have leeway on them. I don't think that's good.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But what they do is they get a psychiatrist to check them out. And if the psychiatrist say that they have mental problems, I mean, that's
then we let them free.
well, not free because
they do not let them. They don't let them free. No, though you got it all wrong.
Right.
It's just two different. It's just two different jails for them.
Okay.
There's the mental health for the criminally insane,
right,
and there's the general population.
Yeah, but see, I understand what y'all saying, but my thing is y'all didn't hear what I was saying. People see this coming. You see this from your child. Your child is high. You understand?
But Brooklyn, listen, I retired from the mental health field.
Right.
You have a lot of people, and I'm not discriminating or saying anything bad, but our race is the hardest sometimes to face fact that something is wrong with their child.
I agree.
Yeah, I understand that, but it just
a lot of times things get ignored. Like
that's what I'm saying.
And by time it's diagnosed, they done already had an episode. So now
I feel like this. If that's so, which I understand, and then if you know that your child has issues and you don't do nothing about it, you're gonna be responsible. I think you should be held responsible. You can't wait till your son become a killer and then all of a sudden, you neglected to do your part as a parent, and then he become a killer, and then now he has problems and this and that. We gotta give him a pass because he's not right. You knew that he wasn't right for years. So somebody gotta be helping. I'm telling you how I feel.
Okay,
but listen, Brooklyn,
you have a right to your opinion. You do have a right to your opinion. I agree.
Somebody got to be held responsible. That's
right, but you have those parents that do go the extra yard.
Yeah.
And even with psychological people helping them, there's nothing that they can do.
Yeah, yes they can, because how can you know that your child has a problem and you're gonna wait till he kills somebody to say, you knew this all along. You knew that this is the chance that your child can snap, your child can hurt someone. I
really agree with that. I agree with that because, like she stated, a lot of parents don't want to see something's wrong with their children, and they don't get them taken care of. So I do agree with that.
But we gotta have some boundary somewhere. We got to say, well, where do it stop? Where do it stop? Yeah. We're gonna wait till somebody get killed, then we'll stop it. You understand? You gotta stop it before it happens. That's the way I see it. If I knew that my child had issues, listen, I'm just telling you me. I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm speaking for myself. Right. If I know that my child has issues, look, the guy killed his whole parents.
Yes,
because
he
the
did.
parents neglected to see, to say that they child had issues. They wind up getting murdered. How are you going to have your child around people, around yourself, or whatever to nature if you know that this can happen?
In actuality, that was not the case in Harrison Marty Graham's mom thing, because she went to numerous people,
Right,
numerous trying to get help for her son, but her
right,
son was grown and her son refused to care. Now, once they become grown, there's nothing that the parent can do. Nothing. He was grown. She went to the mental health places. She told him that she seen changes in him.
right,
That's why she begged him and pleaded with him to turn himself in.
right,
She was not in denial.
Right.
right.
So
So
some
you know who
like
get the blame? So you know who get the blame? The city.
the mental
If
health,
if
the,
she came
the
and she
mental
reached out and she asked for help and then no one helped her, then
no. What it is they did try to help her.
and what happened?
Once they have mental health clients
Right.
have just as much right as we do.
Yeah,
If
I'm not taking no
if
rights from no
if,
one.
if
You can sedate
right,
them.
but
You can make it
okay,
so where they can't hurt no one. If you feel, I'm just talking about if you feel that is it might lead to that. If
yeah, but see,
things just don't happen. You get signs. Your kid might lash out at you, or something like that, or your kid might do something that
That's
the
out the
kid
norm.
ain't. Yeah, that's out the norm. Exactly. Thanks,
but
Jazzy.
that's
You
but
see these
that but
signs.
see that's when the parent no longer has that decision. Then that's when they take that person, and if they don't get that person declared incompetent, there's nothing that a parent can do
I
unless
right.
that person has been declared incompetent, which means they're not responsible for the actions or things that they do.
So that's why he's in the mental hospital. That's why
So
he's
I'm just trying to understand. That's all I'm trying to do is understand, and
They
that's why
did.
things are the way it is because people see, like they say, see something, say something. You understand? If you see that there's an issue and people neglect to act on what they see, they should be held responsible. If you go ask for help and they don't help you, then they should be responsible where you went. Somebody got to be
Well, you
responsible because people are losing their lives because people
and the
are
mental
not
and
being
the mental
responsible.
health and the mental health field will back right out of that. They will back right out of that. They
It's
will
not
back
good.
right out of that.
It's
They
not
will
good.
they will they will willingly know that they're possibly could be putting the community in danger.
Yeah.
But if getting
Somebody
the funds,
we
they're
hold
not getting
responsible.
if they're not getting the money that they're supposed to be, and that insurance ain't right, I don't care what type of mental illness that you suffer from,
Yeah,
you will
they
not be
go free. That's bad. That's bad.
you're
I feel
not being
sorry for all those
treated.
people that got killed. You understand? Because
Because
somebody didn't do their job. Because that's basically what happened.
I
yes,
agree. Absolutely,
Some people
absolutely.
got
yes,
killed. It could be me or you. We got
yes,
killed because somebody
yes,
didn't do their job.
I agree.
yes,
I agree.
yes,
You got to remember, you got to
yes.
put yourself in those people's shoes that they got killed. They are innocent people walking and doing their everyday chores, and all of a sudden they dead because somebody failed to do their job. Put it to you like that.
Well, yeah, that's just like with our Department of Human Services. They have kids that they know full well that they should take out of a house,
Come on,
but they
it's
don't.
not good.
By the time they go to take that child out, they're bringing that child out in a body bag.
Yeah, and it's not good.
The system is the system that's failing. The system is
Exactly.
failing big time.
Exactly. So I'm glad that we talking about it because I'm just telling y'all my opinion. I think that uh people should do better jobs on the picture is right in front of you. You know, it's not like
Yeah.
this kid had to do something. He didn't. Don't nobody can't just tell me, oh, this kid went through his whole life not doing nothing, and all of a sudden he just snapped and killed up 10 people.
Right, right.
No,
How do that
Marty
work?
Graham,
Huh?
right? But Gary Hyde was put out of the service because he was strange.
Yeah, because they
Everybody, he was
that leads
he
to
was
their
very
parents.
smart, did very good in school, but he didn't have no friends.
That's crazy.
No
That got
friends.
me tight. That got me tight. That's crazy.
Yes.
I'm
But
telling you,
this
I'm
is
being
something
honest.
that
That
we're
got me
speaking
tight.
about, and
Huh?
we're letting people know that these things really do happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yes.
there's a lot of serial killers. It's
yeah,
also women serial killers.
yeah.
It's
People
not just
watching this video,
men.
they're gonna watch this video and said that we make good points. You understand? We make good points. You know, if that's why I like what y'all do. You know, I'm telling you, I salute y'all again because this
Thank
is a
you.
great topic. You understand? And it has to be talked about because there's a lot of this stuff going on in the world, and people are turning a blind eye to what's going on.
Right.
Maybe people might watch this video and say, well, you know what? What they said made sense, or what he said made sense, and then maybe they would start watching more closely and trying to do things better. Because I know, for example, that if you have a kid in that type of situation, you can sedate them where they could be weak all the time, and you won't have to worry about them hurting anyone. I'm just talking about people that if they see that their kid can hurt someone, then I think that they should take actions
Okay.
and make sure that this don't happen.
Right. But you know
But
what's
see,
crazy? You know what's
it's
crazy?
laws that block that though,
It
Brooklyn.
is.
Yeah,
It
I'm
really
pretty
is.
sure it is. That's why
It is.
it's happening. That's why it's happening.
But you know what's really crazy about this Heidnik person? Because even his wife, he was married, and he
And
got arrested
daughter.
because
He had one daughter.
right. He was doing spousal rape to his wife. So he had
Mhm.
problems from I'm saying from day one, but nothing was being done about it. And now
Yeah, true.
you kill all these
You got to
people,
be aware of your surroundings. True.
right? You kill all these people, and
Yeah.
now then they want to take you out of here because you murdered all these people. But yes, it was signs that something was wrong with that child.
That's my
It's
point.
common sense. It's common sense that a child, if you see your child doing stuff out of the norm,
Yeah.
that's not normally done, it's just common sense. But a
Yeah.
lot of people
Hanging cats. It got to be something.
killing
Hanging cats
animals.
or
This,
doing something. That's out of the norm.
it is out of the norm. Yes, I
And when
agree.
you see something like that, then hey, something is not right.
Right, but like she
Yeah.
said, they do have.
Yeah,
They
I'm pretty sure they do.
that they can. I mean, if this child doesn't want this stuff done, I mean, you just can't do whatever you want to do to a person. That's the
Yeah, I know
problem.
that. I know that.
That's where the problem is coming in at.
So we'll wait till they do something and then we'll do something.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that's how they do it. Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
And another thing, some people, when it come to drugs,
Hmm.
the chemical imbalance in their brain
Hmm.
unstabilizes them too.
Yeah, so you're saying basically, so people understand that when they do drug them, that make it worse. So because all drugs have side effects. So I'm gonna try to explain to
Right.
them what you're talking about, and which makes a lot of sense because sometimes when you drug people, they could be okay, but once you start drugging them, it puts them into a whole new state of mind.
True.
Right.
And that's a problem also, and that's
Yep.
true. That's true. So
But
we're in a no-win situation then.
Right.
and some people, the medication actually works.
Right.
Then you some people, if they don't get that medication,
Man,
you got a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, you
that's
have
sad.
a problem because what happens is they decomp,
Man.
and because their body is so used to that drug.
And then
But
you get it.
then
That's
some
when they
people
eat.
have
I got you. Yeah, that's sad.
some people.
We're in a no-win situation here. I'm serious.
But I have had
That's bottom line.
I have had I have had individuals that took more drugs than the landlord allowed, but it didn't stop them from getting illegal drugs.
Wow, that's
Right.
bad.
I mean,
You know,
So basically, people, how we summed it up, like Miss Carol said, be a big know who's in your surroundings. So because we just summed it up. We summed it up and we letting y'all know this is happening. And you just have to be careful who you're around. You understand? But like I said, you could be careful about your surroundings and somebody could just walk up on you and then boom. You
right,
understand?
right.
So, you can still, be careful, y'all. Be careful. There's a lot of
yes,
people
yes,
out here that we don't know. We, like I said, these are day walkers, night walkers. That's what I call them, day walkers and night walkers. They walk right past you and you never know. You
That
understand?
this
I,
person is a
I
serious person.
we call them zombies here in Philly.
Yeah.
You never
Day
know. You
walkers.
never know.
You understand? Night walkers. You
Yeah.
understand? And it's sad. It's sad, but this is like they said. What we call this true stories.
True Crime Sunday. This is what it's
True Crime Sunday.
yeah.
So that's what we want to let people know. This is true. This is real facts. This is
Yeah.
not made up. You understand? This is
Because all you
real.
have to do is go and Google these two names and
Yes.
Yes.
it will come up and you will be able to read and see what's going on with them. But this is true. All you got to do is Google
Yes.
these names.
Yeah.
Gary Hyde
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Marty Harrison Grant.
Okay, bro. All right. Yeah. This was a great topic, and because the reason why I said it's a great topic because it hit on stuff to me that I never thought about. You understand?
Yes.
That's why I like coming on. I said it enough. I can't say it enough. That's why I like coming on with y'all because y'all always shedding light on something. It started kind of slow, but then it picked up. So it's gonna happen with
Yeah.
everyone. It's gonna everyone that's gonna watch this video they're gonna have some type of feeling about this video and maybe that this video might help someone, so I appreciate that people share this video. This is a video that need to be shared for people to watch and see because maybe they in this situation and maybe that things that we said might can shed light and help them. You understand? So
Yes.
great job, ladies. Great job.
Thank
Great
you.
Great topic. So I'm gonna let y'all sum it up and whatnot. And it's a great topic for me. I don't know about everyone, but y'all always got something that's mind boggling. You understand?
Oh yeah, we go mental health
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
That was my field. That was my
And,
field.
Yeah.
yeah. And Phantom said this, y'all. You understand? Don't forget, our Discord group. Yeah, we have
Yes.
a new
Yes.
Discord group, and let me tell them we have a new Discord group, and we would like for everybody to come and join our Discord group. In our Discord group, we got a lot to offer. I'm gonna put it like that. We have a lot to offer. There's not a Telegram group. I have never seen a Telegram group like this. You understand? And you need to come and check out this Discord group. This Discord group because it's real nice. It's something for everyone. We all family and we all help each other there. So I want everybody to come join the Discord group. We got an excellent staff over there and we offering a lot. This is for the people. This is a people Discord group. So y'all the
Yes.
people, we're the people. This is for something for us. You can come in there, you can get I'm just gonna say anything that you want, like as far as because you can't get money, you can't, but we have a lot to offer. Put it to you like that. I just want y'all to come. I don't want to give it away. I want to keep it in the back of your mind, like, well, what's this about? I'm going to put the link to the Discord group in my Telegram group. So we appreciate it if y'all come join our Telegram group that will be in the description below. And from that Telegram group, we're going to have a link in there that's going to take you to the Discord group. You understand? So please join the Telegram group and everyone is welcome. You know, come join us, check it out. If you don't like it, you don't have to come back. But I'm pretty sure when you come, you're hooked. You're staying. You understand? Because it's real nice people in there, and they're doing a lot of stuff over there. That's great. Anything y'all need to say, ladies, before we end this thing?
Well, we
Yes,
yes.
we thank y'all all for taking the time to listen to us and support us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Azzy?
Yes, same here. Thank you guys for coming, and we will be doing something on Thursday, which is a Throwback Thursday.
Yes. And like I said before, all of that's in the Discord group. So when you come to the Discord group, that's just one place to be where you know everything that we're doing. You know, if you need to learn something, we have Plex, we have everything in there, you know, content, PC content. We have a lot of stuff. So come on over, y'all. Come on over and check it out. It ain't going to cost y'all nothing to check it out. You understand?
Yeah.
And we appreciate everybody. So, ladies, it's always a pleasure, ladies. It's always a pleasure for me. Every time that I get on with y'all, it's always something nice. It's something good, and I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Brooklyn.
All right. So y'all know my motto, just ask Brooklyn. And Phantom, you my man, boy.
Big up, Phantom.
Word up. Phantom does a great job. He keeps everything in order, and I couldn't have met a finer person than Phantom. Phantom, you're awesome. We
Phantom.
appreciate you, Phantom. You understand? And everybody, come on and join us, all right? So just ask Brooklyn until the next video, y'all. Brooklyn Core Cutters. Out.
Good night.
Good night.
Great video, y'all. Great show.
I'm